This lesson is about how you remember all the steps in the process, which are not that many, but it's useful to think about how to remember them. We've talked about the flow of conversation. And one of the things you can do is to use the acronym REACH to try to remember what you're doing. You're trying to reach the other person, and REACH conveys what we've talked about. We've talked about starting out with reflecting your intention. So reflect on why you're here, calm yourself down, reflect on your intention of trying to reach this person through compassion. We've talked about asking questions and moving the conversation from facts and opinions to stories. Inquire, or in England, inquire with an E, reflect, inquire. We've talked about finding agreement within the perspective that they disagree with. Agree, reflect, inquire, agree. We've talked about conveying your perspective through a story, challenging them through a story. Reflect, inquire, agree, challenge. And then we talked about ending on a positive note to create a sense of harmony, harmonize. So reflect, inquire, agree, challenge, harmonize. So one way to remember all that is the acronym REACH. That's what you're trying to do. Now, it's not necessarily the case that in one conversation you do all those methods. You're working on people over a period of several conversations, or maybe a period of several weeks. So it might be the case that you spend a fair amount of time inquiring to get their point of view and agreeing and going back and forth before you move on to challenging them. This might happen cyclically a bunch of times, but ultimately what you want to do is to not go to challenge too quickly. That's a critical thing, and you want to start out by making sure you are calm and relaxed, and to make sure you do that every time so the conversational vibe is good. So you can use the REACH acronym to remember all that. Reflect, calm down, inquire, ask questions, agree. Just like you've asked questions about a story, you're telling a story to show you agree, challenge with a story, and create a sense of harmony by expressing gratitude for however far you got, however it went, express some sense of gratitude for that to try to create a sense of harmony. If you like the content of this video, please press like or subscribe, because that helps the algorithm push it out to more people who might want to see it. Anything you do in support, whether it's a like or a subscribe or a share or even a small financial contribution to this self-funded project, is helpful in making sure we can continue this important work of spreading compassion for the sake of democracy.